Thanks for watching. Continuing to our series on major screw-ups. So we've talked about Jeroboam, we've talked about Saul. Today we're going to talk about Judas. I think Judas is a major screw-up in the Bible. And what is interesting to me is he hung out with Jesus 24/7 for almost 3 years. And he was still a screw-up. He still messed up pretty hardcore. You're like, well, it was God's plan for him and all this stuff. But let me just point out to you what was his major screw-up. And in John chapter 12, verse 6, we read that he kept stealing money. He was in charge of the money. Jesus put him in charge of the money. But he would steal money for himself, kind of on the sly. And if you remember, how did he betray Jesus? He betrayed Jesus for money. And that was his pitfall. That was his major screw-up. Is not just money in the sense of, I got to have greed and all that stuff, but I think in the broader strokes, idolatry. And I think this is very important for us to consider that a major screw-up happens when we idolize, put anything, anyone at a higher priority, premium in our life than Jesus. Let's never betray Jesus for anything. Not for money, not for another person, not for our own personal achievement or success. Let's never make anything in our lives more important than Jesus. You want to avoid a major screw-up, keep Jesus as the top priority, as the core essential, and the hub around which your life revolves. Jesus has to be the center of it all. And Judas failed at this point, and he became a major screw-up. And he wound up killing himself and being an example of what we shouldn't do. So let's avoid this screw-up. Let's keep Jesus as ground zero and the core and the center of our heart and our worship. Thanks for watching, and love to have a little bit of feedback. So thumbs up, thumbs down. Love to have you subscribe, pass this on to your friends. It'd be fantastic. And of course, we have to finish with a joke, because the jokes, I know, we all wait for them, breathless, kind of. So here's your joke. The police were called to a daycare center because there was a 3-year-old who was resisting arrest. I know, you're like, oof, that was even worse than normal. I know, I agree. But let's keep coming back next week for our ongoing series with major screw-ups.